Hello, viewers of Amazon Nation. Good day to all of you. Today is another session where I interview a very successful Filipino Amazon seller. And I know that you're going to be blessed today because we will share her journey, incredible journey on how to sell on Amazon. So she's from batch 4. No, she enrolled last July and she launched her product last December. So let's hear her story. Please, let's all welcome Miss Tina Wano. Hello, Miss Tina.
Hi there. Hi everyone.
Hi, good evening. How are
Good
you?
evening. I'm good, thank you. How about you, Coach Lish?
Nako, eto, working at home. I'm feeling so blessed kasi despite the pandemic, eto pa rin tayo. No? We're still live and kicking. Our business is flourishing. And of course, we don't have to go through the hassle of going out and be
I
afraid of
know.
the COVID. Yeah. Yeah. And so,
Yeah.
yun nga, we want to know you more. We want to know you more, Miss Tina. Can you please tell us a little bit of your story? Who is Miss Tina Ouano before
Yeah.
joining Filipino Amazon Masterclass?
Okay. Before joining FAM, actually all my adult life, I've been involved in businesses. We have, either my own or it was always family owned or my husband's or my in-laws or I know. So it was just like that. I had traditional businesses my entire adult life. But you see, there's something about business. A lot of people are so enamored by it. Yeah, it's a blessing. It's true. You have your time and all that. But the reason why uh, I'm not, the reason why I wasn't so, I'm turned off by traditional business is because it grounds me. It grounds me. Like for example, before the pandemic, I had a trading company. We had a gaming business as well. But then the pandemic happened, so everything stopped. Everything stopped talaga. But I was just blessed because in 2019, I learned about FBA for Amazon. This was 2019. I didn't even know about FAM or anything. I went to the States and somebody told me about it. And I was so like, hey, this is nice because I like it. Comparing it to other businesses, it doesn't have to, I can take it anywhere I go. I can move to Europe, I can move to Australia, and I can still take it with me. I can make money out of it. It's not like the traditional businesses I was into where I had to plan my whole trip, I had to plan my whole life in that business. Like I have to be home because I have to do the salaries, I have to do this and that. So anyway, I was so interested in FBA for Amazon. I decided to make my Seller Central account. But that was it. That's all I did. I made Seller Central. I bought a few items for resale, and that's it. I didn't know what else to do. In the meantime, my businesses were ongoing, and then it was 2020, and of course, everybody knows what happened. There was a pandemic, so everything stopped. Yun. So that's the background before I joined FAM.
Wow. So you know already about Amazon FBA. Did you try to launch a product or try different business model through Amazon?
Just retail arbitrage because I really didn't know where to go. I didn't have the guidance. I didn't. I was just listening to YouTube videos on how to start, but everything was just how do you say, it was jargon to me. I didn't understand anything. So what I did was I tried as best as I could to make a listing. I bought something because it was retail arbitrage. So I bought some items there on some online things, no? Because I sold it and I didn't even launch any ads, no, nothing. I just left it there on
Oh.
Amazon to sell. So that was like 8 units of something. And somehow I was blessed because in a span of several, siguro a year, it sold naman. Konting-konti. They sold like the first, kasi I did that, I started it parang November of 2019. So it was hitting December. So my product was selling for a while. I had 3 units over the Christmas season. Tapos after that, one every 2 months or something. And I was lost. I didn't know where to go, how to make it bigger, how to make it better, ganon. And
I
finally, yeah, that's how then my husband actually heard about FAM. He said, "Now,
wow.
yeah, he saw it on Facebook, and he
Mhm.
told me, hey, are you interested in this?" I said, "What's it all about?" And he said, there's a course here, and there's this girl, Felicia Kino. She has a story to tell, and we were listening. We were so excited.
Yeah.
Yeah. So right away, I was sold. I said, you know what? Let's take it. Let's take the course. Number one, I need the guidance. I don't know where to take. I don't know how to make this business, this FBA business, bigger. I'm stuck. I'm stumped. So I didn't know what to do, where to go. So when my husband heard about this, it was such a blessing. So right off the bat, we decided, we'll just take it.
I totally agree with you because when I first knew about Amazon FBA, the moment I knew about that business, I'm always telling this to my audience. There are three things that I'm looking for in a business. And that's number one, it's you can do it online. So like you, I really
Yeah.
want to take that business anywhere in the world where I'm traveling with my family or just at home. And then number
Yes,
two,
right?
it can scale to million of dollars because you don't want to put four corners of your wealth or your business because it can grow anytime and you want to scale it. If you want more $1 million, you can do so, right? And the third
Wow.
one is it can
That
be
sounds so nice.
semi. Yes, I agree. And it can be a source of semi-passive income wherein you can just maintain it and just work on it for just an hour, 2 hours, or even 4 hours a week. Yeah.
Yeah,
And you
that's
can
right.
focus on anything that you love to do. Yeah. So I was sold also for this business. And I know that your husband, you went to FAM and you enrolled in the program. So what have you learned inside the Filipino Amazon community?
Oh my gosh, where do I begin? I learned so much. I learned a lot. I think from the Thinkific modules, I got heaps of information I didn't even know existed. Pwede pala to or something. Oh, there's such a thing as PPC. There's such a thing as this. There's such a thing as that. And aside from that, you and Coach Jam, you have like years and years of experience behind you. So um, I learned what you're teaching us. And another thing that I want to add is that this course has coaching calls, which I find to be priceless. It's priceless for me because the coaching calls are like my lifeline for the business. I can learn so much. I can read about things so much, but the questions that linger in my mind, like how do I interpret this? How do I do this or something? I can set my coaching call and ask all these questions. Some of them are ridiculous. If I look back at it, I remember the time that I would ask Coach Jam that what's conversion or what's EBC? These things that are so elementary to what you call this, a seller who's
Filipino
experienced
sellers,
already.
yes.
Yeah, because I was asking these questions like, Coach Jam, what do you mean conversion? And I was so naive before just listening to thinking back. But so anyway, that one I've learned that the coaching calls are really priceless, Coach Lish. I don't think there's anything out there that offers that. As far as I know,
I think there's none also. I'm
yeah,
not sure.
and I'm really appreciative of that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I also like the fact that the community, the students, we just shoot questions at each other, and the more experienced ones answer aside from the coaches. So all these bits of knowledge, they come together, and like sometimes if I'm in doubt, I can just read back and find out, oh, this is what they're talking about. Yung ganon. So much information out there,
That's so
and I
good.
really appreciate it.
So probably our viewers are going to ask, what do you mean by the coaching calls? So let me just say this. So we have two two programs actually. The one we call DIY or the advanced program, and Miss Tina got the inner circle, which has coaching calls, the one-on-one calls, and also the masterminds. So it's good that you learned a lot, especially from the one-on-one. It's really priceless. I agree with you. If I only had a chance to have one-on-one with someone before, I would take it.
It's really a godsend, really, because I can learn it on the books, but it's, when you call to confirm what you think, and your doubt, you put your doubts out there, and the coaches are so open in helping you. That's really a very big help.
Yes, thank you for saying that, and my heart is full right now because at least yung pagod, puyat, ayan. It's worth it. Okay. So,
Right? Yeah.
yes, how about your Amazon journey? Kumusta? While you're launching, while you're watching the program, while you're watching Thinkific and learning more about Amazon selling, how was it? How was your journey?
Oh, I can say that my journey uh, was and continues to be very, very, very interesting. I mean, it doesn't cease to amaze me how something I'm selling is out there, and I have a total stranger who likes it. And when I wake up in the morning, and then even with one sale, I'm like really, really so happy. That's like, it makes my entire day, like, wow, I got one sale and all that. So it's such a, I know, every part of the journey has given me a lot of, what you call this, well, it has given me a lot of joy, actually, because with the making of the listing and putting it up there and seeing it with my own two eyes, like, hey, this is something I made. My listings here on Amazon, so
This is
I
my
don't
own
call it.
brand. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. And then after that, when the product is there, when it reaches the fulfillment centers, it's like, oh no, it's here now, it's about to start. And there's so much excitement, anxiety, name it. So for every step of this Amazon journey, it's been very interesting. Of course, there are disappointments. Like, there are days na, oh shoot, I only have like zero sales. So there's that. But I take the highs with the lows, and it still continues to be a very interesting journey because it's a learning experience all throughout.
I can still remember that feeling. The first sale, parang
Yeah, I
tuwan-tuwa ako
know,
because
it's
you
the
don't
best.
know who it is. And totoo nga yung sinasabi nila, that feeling na, okay, you're going to sleep and then the next day, because reverse yung araw natin with the US, and I'm sure you're launching on US, tama? Amazon
Yeah.
US. So baliktad yung oras and tayo natutulog, sila gising. So the moment we wake up, we already know na, oh, for the whole day on Amazon US, someone bought my product. That's so nice.
Yeah, that's nice. I enjoy it. I love waking up to that. I love looking at my dashboard and seeing something, a sale, maskin one. It makes me so happy now.
Yes,
So
and
everything else above one is a blessing already for me. It's a
yeah.
bonus.
Yes, kasi what I also like about it, it's not just online, but it's also pretty much automatic because we don't have to worry about warehouses. I mean, for all of your viewers who doesn't even know FBA, research about it, and it's a good platform. I mean, platform, yeah, that Amazon gave us because FBA will take out your worries about fulfillment, about deliveries, about refunds,
Yeah.
even about
Yeah.
customer service. So yeah, they will make your business
They do it. Yeah, they do it for you. So all you have to do is just, pay them a monthly thing for doing all that. You don't have to worry about where your products are. Amazon will take care of it.
I see. Yeah. So I mentioned earlier that you joined on batch 4 last July 2020. Is that it? Is that correct? Yes.
2020.
July 2020. And you're
Yeah.
launching lang after most likely 5 months.
Yeah. It could have been sooner, Um, it's just that I had several missteps along the way. So, but I'm 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 thankful that I also launched on that month because that was December. So I rode the wave of Christmas shoppers. And but actually, Coach Lish, looking back, it could have been earlier. If I just put my mind to it, focused more on it.
Yeah. You mentioned misstep. Kasi dyan din ako natututo eh. And also our viewers would love to learn more about the misstep and what we did wrong pretty much than the good things that we're doing in our business. So when you mention what are the failures? What are the failures? Your failures in your Amazon journey? Do you like to share
Ah,
them? Our viewer,
yes,
yeah.
I would really like to share them because hopefully whoever is listening can learn from this. Number one is losing focus. I'm guilty of that. And like I mentioned earlier, I could have launched my product so much earlier. It's just that I had other distractions kasi. So um I I bake cakes on the side. I mean to top it all, no? So that was the time, that was the pandemic, and of course everybody was ordering, everybody was buying online and all that. So my cake business was also doing good, but at the same time, my I was torn between doing that and the Amazon. But you see, I'm very invested in this Amazon business. So on hindsight, I really, really wish that I just put more effort in this. I mean, not effort, but more focus on this, on those months, because I could have launched earlier. And another thing, of course, is I would advise to please do not run out of stock. Um, I'm just blessed that I chose a product and it sold fast, and then I made a reorder. But the thing is, there was a gap between my first batch and my second batch. So um, I lost the momentum. Now it's you can get it back, right? But the thing is, it will take more of an effort to get back the sales again. You have to put a lot more effort in. It's like you're relaunching it again. So that's my advice, to please not run out of stock, and don't, as best as you can, just make sure it's a continuous supply inside the fulfillment centers. And siguro the number three I would say is not setting a budget siguro for PPC. I think um, I'm not guilty of that because I believe it's true, but I know that there are some sellers who are not so keen on spending for ads. And I feel that if you want to make this business big, you have to spend big initially for advertising, which is through pay per click or PPC.
Yes. So guys, those are the failures that you should avoid when selling on Amazon. Number one, out of focus. Number two, don't run out of stocks. And of course, have a budget on PPC, which you will learn also inside the masterclass how to budget it properly and how not to run out of stock. But ang galing-galing lang nung sinabi ni Miss Tina. Out of those stock and budget concern, the number one priority should be focus, because even myself, when I was when I started selling on Amazon, I really had a hard time focusing because I was a virtual assistant, so I had 10 clients during that time. So what I did is, in the morning, the first thing that you should do is to focus on your Amazon business before anything else. And yeah,
Agree.
just focus 1 hour a day. Um how much time are you devoting per week or per day, Miss Tina, for your Amazon business nowadays?
Right now, it's per day. I would like to put in at least an hour a day as best as I can. But of course, when I was still taking the modules of Thinkific, siguro I would give myself around 3 hours. As
3 hours.
you know, just just not just with listening to the videos, but I also wanted to explore other things like do product research. I wanted to um, well, when it's product research, talaga, you really have to put a lot of time into it. So I'd say roughly an average of 3 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, average of 3 hours when you're still learning the module because guys,
Yeah.
remember this we have a learning curve. I mean in everything that we do naman, lalo na if it's still
That's
new,
right.
put in
Yeah.
more hours and then later on you can just practice it and malay nyo, di ba? Unconsciously you can do everything like PPC even if you're closing your eyes. You know? That's just a joke, but at least you're gonna be familiar all about the ins and outs of Amazon as you go along.
Right. Yeah.
And so you mentioned all these failures. I'm sure you learned a lot. So you might wanna give the top at least three advices that you can give to aspiring Filipino Amazon sellers who's watching us right now.
Yeah. My first advice is actually to devote some time, a part of your time every day, to devote it on this business. This is the business for what you call this serious sellers. And if you want to make it big, and I'm telling myself this is also note to self. I need to devote time. We all need to devote time as serious Amazon sellers every day. It can be an hour, it can be 2 hours. That depends on where you're at in your Amazon journey. If you're still learning it, if you're doing product research, if you're making listings or focusing, but definitely every day there should be at least an hour devoted to this only. And another thing is another piece of advice is don't be afraid of PPC. Siguro there are people who don't understand it, what it means. It's pay per click. Um, this is also note to self. Don't be afraid of PPC. We have to learn it. It is very, very necessary in our Amazon journey. Right, again, if we want to make it bigger, if we want to take it to the next level, we have to learn it from the ground up. You learn everything. We learn everything there is to know about it. It's always changing now, pero still the basics are the same, and we have to devote so much time in learning it. And siguro the third I would say is this is not a get rich overnight business. Please don't expect to get rich overnight. It's not that. This is also hard work, and but eventually it will pay off. Give it a year, maybe. I'd say, I don't know, Coach Lish, what's the average? A year and a half, na talagang where you can actually start making money.
When I launched way back 2014, I got my winning product was 2016. I only got, because I promised myself that unless I am doing $100,000 a month, I will not get my salary from my Amazon business. So tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung pagiging virtual assistant ko before. So the only time that I got money, so invest ako na invest like for 2 years, I think that was for 2 years, 2016 to 2018. I just invest the money. 2017, I just invest the money and it keeps on rolling yung cash flow. I reinvested in stocks and then after that, after some time, tsaka lang ako kumuha ng salary. And then I quit being a freelancer that time. So, tamang-tama yan. Kasi nga, this is my favorite book also, Miss Tina. The One Thing, if you're familiar, the One Thing, that book I forgot the author, but it says there that if you chase two rabbits, you can't catch neither. You cannot catch
Can't catch both.
you can catch both.
Yeah.
so I
I
said,
could read that book.
yeah, kaya inuna ko talaga yung Amazon. So tama yung sinabi mo, the time and also the PPC because it's ever changing. As we know, Amazon is ever changing. So hard work should be really involved because you have to learn a lot of things about Amazon. And Yeah, maraming salamat dun sa advices mo. And if I may add also, join if you don't have a budget yet for launching a product or anything, join community. Join community. Follow us or subscribe here in YouTube. Watch any advices, any free videos for now that you're not yet prepared to launch your product. Learn more about it because your hard work, your time dedicating for this business, and your focus on your dreams of launching the product someday will get you there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
Yes.
That's
And
the first step.
I know, Miss Tina, this is very controversial. Eto na tayo sa point na to because you already launched your product and this month, June, yeah? So I'm sure that for the past 6 months, yeah, you already had enough sales for you to really say that, okay, it's working and I launched the winning product. Now, very, very curious yung ating mga viewers ngayon. If it's okay with you, can you give us at least your year-to-date sales or maybe your sales when you launch your product until today?
Okay, so I launched it. It went live December 13, right? So what is it? Is it like 6 months down the line, no? It's
Yes.
June, right? I'm forgetting na kasi. I would say I've made around 6,000 something US dollars. Let me check. Yeah, it's something like that. I have my graph somewhere. I kept it.
Thousand
So
dollars.
here, yeah, it's Pekka Coach Lish. 6,157.47.
Yun, the exact figure to the dot. 6,157
0.47.
47, and that's more or less, nakita ko yung graph mo where you sent to
Ah,
me.
yeah.
We will also show this to our viewers and you have already 314 units ordered. Yan. So
Yeah, that's
second
right.
batch na to.
Yeah, and yeah, you can share the graph, Coach Lish, kasi it will also show naman din that there was a time I was out of stock, and that's something I really don't advise.
Yes.
You can see there's really a gap there talaga. You can see, this is where she ran out of stock.
Yeah. So this between March, I think March 23
Yeah,
to March,
April 10th.
April 10. Okay, guys. So, kitang-kita naman sa mga graphs. And ako din pag pinapakita ko yung graphs ko, so look at this graph. The first 2 years, I was not really selling well and it only went up after 2 years. Ganun din yung sinasabi ko because the graphs won't lie. Ayan.
Yeah, that's right.
And this one, no, parang ano rin siya, parang heartbeat, and parang yung business din natin or business structure has a lot of ups and downs. But
Mhm.
if you, sabi nga nila, pag nakikita natin itong graph natin, lalo na sa Amazon, it's just full of up and down, up and down. But when you zoom out, especially if you're already on the first 1 year or 2 years, when you zoom out, magugulat ka because it's growing. You just don't know that daily when you see it, it's just like this. But eventually, if you zoom out, it's growing and you'll never know na, okay, this is I achieved this product and my business is growing. So,
I long for the day.
yes, you will because ako nga it took me 2 years to finally reach $10,000.
Wow.
So I know you can. Yeah, and I'm so excited to interview you one day again, and you will tell me, Coach Lish, this is my $1,000,000 story. Ayan.
I can't wait. Yeah.
And
Okay, okay. Be patient.
be patient and have faith. And
That's
I
right.
know that you can do it. And the most important thing is you position yourself already because anyway, the e-commerce market is already growing. It's growing continuously. It's expanding. And you're already on Amazon. Yan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ang problema nga nung iba, how to make their Amazon Seller Central get approved. But ikaw, nandito ka na. You're already here. So, konting ano na lang, konting variation, konting new products, and I'm sure you're gonna be there. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. That's really, I look forward to it.
Yes. Is there any last word of advice that you can give to our viewers before we say good night to them?
Oh yeah. Oh, I have this word of advice. If you're seriously contemplating, if you're seriously thinking of going into this business, and I say this objectively, you really should enroll in this course. So far, this is very comprehensive. I don't want to bother myself with having to read and to listen to all this. I just want to focus on one place, and that's here on Amazon Nation. Because honestly, this is so easy. It made it simplified things for me. I didn't have to bother listening to so many people because I also don't have the time for it. So, I mean, my time is just budgeted, so to speak. So I want to grow this as best as I can, as fast as I can. And I think this is the right course to take.
Thank you. Wow naman. Guys, ha?
Right?
Miss Tina is our guest. This is not a paid advertisement. So,
No, it's not. It's not.
natutuwa ako na marinig ko yun kay Miss Tina. So, nakakataba naman ng puso. Thank you for that. Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you.
It's been a lifesaver for my Amazon Seller Central account.
Ang galing naman. Ako, I'm really looking forward to meet you again and your husband, and marami pa tayong pagkukwentuhan about Amazon.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Ayan,
right.
guys. So, yes, so let's all, if you're watching this right now, and I'm sure that you learned a lot from Miss Tina and from our video, just put your comment in our comment section down below, and we're really looking forward to hear what your insights, what you want to watch, and what you've learned about this video. So thank you again for watching, and thank you very much, Christina, for being here, for being with us tonight. I know na dapat natutulog ka na by this time, but you choose to be
No.
with
Oh yeah.
night owl then.
Yeah.
Ayan.
Mhm.
So yeah, thank you very much, Christina, and God bless everyone.
Glad to be here, Coach Lish.
Thank you. So, guys.